Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 1. We would like to present about the testing grammar and usage. We are going to explain about the importance of testing grammar, the type of testing grammar, and how to use it. Before we start to explain about our material, I would like to tell you our group member. For the first speaker is me, Hijrana. And the second one is Indah Amalia. The third one is Widya Waspada Arif. The fourth is Muhammad Iksan Mahdi. The fifth, Alif Maulana. And the seventh, Muhammad Jauhari Al-Aud. And the last is Muhammad Agung. Introduction. Grammar testing is one of the language tests to determine the ability to recognize or produce grammar and its usage. This kind of testing is not only to measure our ability, but can also increase our understanding. Basic knowledge is a grammar that underlines the ability to use knowledge to express meaning. So grammar tests do have an important role in a language programming. The type of testing: multiple choice, error recognition, completion, rearrangement, transformation, word changing, broken sentence, pairing and matching, combination, and addition. For the first type of testing grammar is multiple choice. Probably the most common way of testing grammatical knowledge is the multiple choice test. These tests have an advantage of being easy to grade and being able to cover a lot of grammatical points quickly. A multiple choice test is to give the participant a question and be asked to choose which of the 4 or 5 choices the correct answer is. For example, she gave me a cake. We have to choose A, B, C, D. One of them is a correct one. So the correct one is B, gives, because this sentence is present and the subject is she. So we have to use gives. So the sentence is she gives me a cake.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Indah Amalia, and I'm going to discuss the second type of testing. It is about error recognition. Error recognition refers to the ability to recognize or detect the presence of an error. Recognition may happen as the error is being made or after it has occurred. Error correction is the ability to use knowledge about the presence of an error to remedy or correct it, allowing for an error-free outcome. Error recognition is a test that is done by asking participants to find grammatical errors and correct them. 4 words or phrases in the sentence marked with letters, and the tested needs to decide which of the words or phrases has the error. The example of error recognition: I walked to the store and I bought milk. Walk is a present tense verb. Bought is a past tense verb. Bought should be buy or walk should be walked. Since these two events occurred at the same time.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Widya Waspada Arif. Okay, next, 3 completion items intended to test reading ability or vocabulary knowledge. In contrast, use content words. Completion items are items in which the participants are asked to fill in blank in sentence. For transformation, sometimes it is difficult to elicit what we wish to test because the students may avoid using the actual grammatical pattern being tested. Therefore, we need to rewrite the items and give them a now close and clear directions. And in this type of test, you have two sentences. Sentence 1 is complete. Sentence 2 is incomplete. You have to complete sentence 2 so that it means the same as sentence 1.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Number 5, rearrangement. The multiple choice format can be changed to a format involving some actual writing. The arrangement item can be used to the test same features of the word order, but the item format becomes a little less artificial. Rearrangement item can be in the form of multiple choice items or in other forms. Example, well, you know how A. Warm is it today? B. Today is it warm? C. Is it warm today? D. Warm is it today? The answer is A. Warm is it today? Number 6. Word changing. This type of grammar test item tests student knowledge of different word forms and how they are used in sentence. Another type of item is one in which the participants are given a sentence and a word which they need to fit into the sentence by changing the form of the word.
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Iksan Mahdimasti. I am from English Education Class C. I am from Group 1. I will explain about a broken sentence. In a language testing, the use of broken sentences is a form of soul-filling exercise that requires that the test taker completes a sentence with a fragment that makes the most sense. This being said, the broken sentence is essentially an incomplete sentence to be complete by the test taker with the correct option. Often these broken sentences would appear in exercise such as example like the side of the material. Thank you.
I will describe about pairing and matching. This type of item usually consists of a short conversation stimulus in the form of a statement or question followed by a response. Often in the form of a statement, it is used to test the ability to select appropriate response to stimulus which would be presented orally in normal everyday situation. The item is more useful for testing students sensitivity to appropriacy and their awareness of the function of language rather than their knowledge of grammar. Although grammatical clues may prove important in completing this item statistically. To perform the tasks required, students are simply required to write the letter of the correct response in the space provided.
I'm Salif Maulana and I'm going to explain slide about combination and addition. This objective type of items has been used on past tests. They should be used sparingly, however, as they largely involve mechanical responses on the part of the student. Note that they separately sentences are linked to one another by theme. The items can hardly be described as being contextualized in any real way. For example, in combination item, the students are required to join each pair of sentences using words in brackets. For example, I brought a book, it is very interesting to read, which in additional items, the students are required to insert the words on capitals in tense most appropriate place in each sentence. If, for example, yet have you answered all the questions? Conclusion. Grammar should be tested in isolation. Direct testing of grammar. Grammatical ability or the lack of it sets limit to what can be achieved in other skills. It is helpful to diagnose what gaps exist in the repertoire of students. It is helpful to inform teachers and learners to take responsibility for filling existing gaps. English tests can be benefit students is by helping them master the language. For teachers, tests can be provide insight into the ways that teachers can improve the evaluation process. Some types of objective items explained in discussion have different way in testing students' grammar, but those have the same purpose is to measure student proficiency, the relationship words in sentence, and connectivities. It is also produce correct form of language rather than to the use language to express meaning, attitude, emotion, and other else.